year of change. And it all culminates tonight. Feuds will be settled. And fierce battles waged.
Eric Young, you'll get in the ring with me, and I'll leave you land with a gore.
This will be a night of overcoming.
It is the final Defeat Rohit Challenge of 2020, and it's open to anyone except TJP.
A night of glorious conquest.
Yes, I'm a bit upset about having to face Rosemary, but I'll have my curator and I'm the virtuosa, so I will have a plan.
The culmination of their redemption.
And now at Final Resolution, the Bayhood dream is going to come true because I am going to become the Impact World Champion.
Welcome to Final Resolution.
Welcome everyone to the final major stop of 2020 on Impact Plus. This is Final Resolution.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest at Final Resolution. It's an old school rules match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Yonkers, New York, Tommy Dreamer.
So you see the ring surrounded by weapons. In an old school rules match, anything goes, but literally the freedom of a man is on the line here in the opening contest of Final Resolution. Tommy Dreamer all set to face off against Larry D, Josh Matthews, and Madison Rain, five-time.
Lawrence D, or this human being we see in the ring against Tommy Dreamer should be going to jail.
Well, we'll see if Larry D can earn his freedom here against Dreamer.
It's a tall test. Larry D's up against Tommy Dreamer in his element in a match that suits him better than possibly anyone else in all of professional wrestling. I see Larry D headed to jail after this match.
Old school rules, anything goes. You saw the weapons surrounding ringside as Larry D talking trash here, and I didn't realize that all this time that you were an attorney. So congratulations on going to law school.
What, like it's hard?
Big shot there by Tommy Dreamer on Larry D. And again, no countouts, no disqualifications. Opening contest here at Final Resolution as we get ready to end what has just been the craziest year of all time, 2020. Still to come tonight, you'll see the main event as we take another look at everything that Dreamer's doing here. Cookie sheets. What do you call that? A cookie sheet?
Baking sheet.
Baking
a
sheet.
baking
Thank
sheet,
you.
Josh.
Chris Bay versus Rich Swann in our main event tonight. That's what I was getting to before Dreamer busted out the catering goods. And Larry D goes face first off the steel steps.
Did you see his body just literally bounce off of those steps?
You ever been in an old school rules match?
Absolutely not.
Oh, and Larry puts on the brakes, and Dreamer goes face first off the steel post surrounding ringside, and the garbage can lid off the back of Dreamer. Lots going on here in this opening contest of Final Resolution. We thank you for joining us around the world here on Impact Plus. Let's see what's Larry D's got a box of. Oh! Can't imagine what's inside that box that Larry just put off the back of Dreamer. And this old school rules match is quickly going by the way of Larry D. He's got the best hand in the house, and he's going to look to knock out Dreamer here. And Larry D just punched the garbage can lid. So Larry D in a world of trouble. Look at that garbage can lid. That could have been Dreamer's face.
I don't know how you prepare for a match like this. I don't know how you study to be fully ready for something like old school rules, but when you look at someone like Tommy Dreamer, he doesn't have to study. This comes second nature to him, and Larry D needs to continue this momentum and get out of here if he wants to remain a free man going into 2021.
What is that, a bunch of drink stirrers, chopsticks in the That was in that box?
Why don't you go find out?
I'm comfortable right here sitting next to you. And Larry D throws a forearm into the face of Dreamer. So again, old school rules, anything goes here in this one-on-one match between Larry D and Tommy Dreamer. And more breaking sheets. That one goes off the skull of Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer may be out. Did you see the way he just fell over like a tree?
Certainly did, and Larry D is in control right now, and Larry D continues this onslaught. Goes for the cover, and Dreamer able to pop free. Larry D, one half of Triple XL here in Impact Wrestling. Go back to Wrestle House when you saw the emergence, if you will, of Lawrence, the alter ego, the spell put on him by Rosemary. And
the ring rust cologne, it stunk. The whole courtroom just stunk like a Larry D.
And now Larry D with the chain wrapping it around the neck here of Dreamer. Tommy trying to get free, trying to get some oxygen, and gets that off of his neck momentarily. Now he's got his face, and Larry D just hanging on as hard as he can, and Dreamer trying to create some separation here. Not sure if he'll be able to do that. And reversal by Larry D, and catches Dreamer with a back elbow.
Larry D needs to step up his intensity here. He needs to remember that his livelihood is literally on the line here tonight.
Yeah, that's a great point. Larry D wins, and he's not going to jail. Lose, and Larry D is going to be handcuffed and taken to jail. You ever been to jail? I've never been in jail. I've never been in trouble once in my life.
Okay, Josh.
Dreamer down, Larry D in control right now. And Larry D's got the steel chair, and what's he planning on doing with that? Setting it up between the top and middle turnbuckle. Usually doesn't bode well for the individual who puts it in the corner. We'll see how it plays out here for Larry D. Got a chain in there.
You want to put me behind bars?
Garbage can lid. Larry D's got that. Is that a weightlifter's belt? Oh no, he's gonna whip Dreamer with. Oh! Well, when your freedom is on the line, you're willing to do just about anything. And that's what Larry D is proving here at Final Resolution.
Josh, I have to say, I am a bit shocked that Larry D has been in control of much of the...
Well, Larry D fighting for his freedom, looking for a slam here on Dreamer, and he catches him. But to your point, I agree with you. I think that Larry D being in control the way he has been, really showing what his freedom means to him here in this matchup. And Larry D misses with the elbow. Dreamer avoids disaster momentarily. Can Tommy Dreamer get back into this matchup? Or will Larry D survive? Will Larry D be able to get out of this match and enjoy the holidays with his family? Or will he be in jail? Tommy Dreamer trying to get back to his feet. Larry D in the corner. And Dreamer gets the boot up. Here comes Dreamer with a clothesline, rocking Larry D.
What's Tommy gonna do to Larry with his own belt?
Couple shots here by Dreamer. Quick jabs, firing into the face of Larry D. Swinging with that belt.
Wow.
Dreamer drops the elbow on Larry D. And now Tommy wrapping that belt around his arm and drives it into the chest of Larry D. There's the cover, and Larry D able to kick out at 2. Larry D competing for his freedom. And Dreamer puts on the brakes. Chair misfired and into the midsection of Larry D. Tommy Dreamer has been detective. Now with the cutter. He was the judge for a minute. Now he goes for the cover on Larry D, who kicks out. And you objected, and you won your objectation, as it were.
I won the whole day. I won Wrestler's Court. Tommy Dreamer was a tough opponent in Wrestler's Court. Madison Rain and Johnny Swinger came out spotless.
Not sure what it is about you and Johnny Swinger in that relationship, but I'm not even going to get into there. As Dreamer is looking to put away Larry D here once and for all. Get the handcuffs ready, folks. Larry D. Heel trip there by Larry D. There's a cover, and Dreamer kicks out at 2. So Tommy Dreamer staying alive here, and there you see the, I believe those are coffee stirs, drink stirs for a hot beverage. Oh, and a kick to the back there by Larry D. Larry looking to put away Dreamer once and for all here. Earn his freedom and get out of Final Resolution.
Who was it that Don Callis used to call you, Nerd Boy?
No one's ever called me that. Larry D up on the top rope. Oh, and Dreamer takes Larry D down. Tommy in the corner.
Yeah, Larry D could be in big trouble here. He may be watching his freedom pass him by right now.
You've been saying this for like 20 years, so let's do it.
And Tommy Dreamer's got Larry D in the corner in the tree of woe. Dreamer getting everybody behind him. Oh, and Larry D is down and may be out.
Send him to jail, Tommy.
Larry D is down. Not sure where Dreamer's going. Could have gone for a cover. Instead, opted to go to the outside. Looking for something. Uh-oh. Didn't stand a chance. Bravo's back up. Look at Johnny Bravo.
I didn't shoot you.
Standing eye to eye with the man who shot him.
And Bravo. And Bravo. Well, Johnny Bravo goes down. Gave it a valiant effort to Bravo. And now Larry D. He's got Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer with a kendo stick. No disqualifications and old school rules. DDT. Dreamer floats over, cover, and Larry D's heading to jail.
Here is your winner, Tommy Dreamer.
Larry D is heading to jail. Dreamer pulls off the victory somehow, some way, with the help of a table and Johnny Bravo. And Bravo's got the handcuffs. Detective Dreamer can turn into Officer Dreamer here and take Larry D to jail. Madison Rain, say goodbye to Larry D.
Goodbye, Larry D.
You're not going to see him for a while. He's heading to jail, courtesy of Tommy Dreamer and Johnny Bravo.
Good for Johnny Bravo. Good for him. He's standing here. He's on his own 2 feet. He looks well. And now he's watching the man who committed a nasty, nasty crime against him being cuffed and hauled off to jail where he belongs.
They shot him. Larry D shot Johnny Bravo.
Well, Lawrence D shot Johnny Bravo in a fit of rage, if you will. In love with Rosemary. Momentarily lost his mind. But regardless, call him what you want to. Lawrence D, Larry D. He's going to jail.
Thanks for coming, Larry D. Enjoy your time in jail. He's being carted off now, and that was the stipulation in this match. He was fighting for his freedom. Gave it everything he had AC Romero in his back pocket, and in the end, Dreamer picks up the win, and Larry D is going to get carted off in the paddy wagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a knockout tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from the Ocean State, Delmy XO and Ashley Box, the Sea Stars.
So the Sea Stars all set to compete here at Final Resolution, and while the Sea Stars are out of the Knockouts Tag Team Championship Tournament, they were defeated by Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz recently on Impact Wrestling. They do have a chance here tonight to make an impact, to make an impression, and as we get ready for this next Knockouts Tag Team match, we'll look at the Knockouts Tag Team Championship Tournament, the tournament that will see the finals at Hard to Kill in January on pay-per-view. We'll see if the Sea Stars can pick up a victory here tonight.
Their opponents from Defiance, Havoc, and Nevaeh.
And Madison Rand, Havoc, and Nevaeh are still alive in the Knockouts Tag Team Tournament. They defeated Tennille Dashwood and Alicia Edwards, so they will face the team of George Grace and Jazz. We saw Jazz and George Grace pick up a victory recently on Impact. They defeated Killer Kelly and Renee Michelle. So do you think George Grace and Jazz are the front runners now in the tag team tournament, or are you sticking with your original pick?
I think at this point in the tournament, Josh, literally anything can happen, but I'm going to go on record now to say that when we see this team of Havoc and Nevaeh take on Jordan and Jazz, it will be one of the most hard-hitting matches in the history of the Knockouts division.
Well, we'll see the first semifinal matchup this upcoming Tuesday night on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Kiera Hogan and Natasha Steeles will face Taya and Rosemary, and then the winner of that match will obviously go to the finals on that side of the tournament bracket. And then you have Havoc and Nevaeh, you have Jordan Grace and Jazz, and we'll see who moves on from that side as well. What do you know about the Sea Stars? I know that you've competed with them and have seen them and shared locker rooms with them on the independent scene.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're one of the hottest tag teams on the independent scene. They're the current Shimmer Tag Team champions. They work well as a cohesive team, and we'll see if they can pick up a victory here tonight against Havoc and Nevaeh.
Standing switch by Nevaeh on Delmy. We'll see who gets the better of this exchange. Delmy off the ropes now, and Nevaeh misses with the clothesline. Delmy off the other side and puts on the brakes, and Delmy looking for more offense here. Connects with the Hurricane Rana. So a tag team knockouts matchup here. Cannot wait to see who becomes knockouts tag team champions in January. Madison Rain, you're a two-time knockouts champion in your own right.
Well, I'm a 5-time knockouts champion. I'm a 2-time knockouts tag team champion, but go ahead with your question.
Nevaeh with the cover here, shoulders down, and Delmy able to roll all the way through. See if she can make a tag as Nevaeh continues this onslaught. Nevaeh on ropes, and there's a bulldog on Delmy, who desperately needs to make a tag to her tag team partner, Ashley Vox. And there's a cover by Nevaeh and a kick out. So while these Sea Stars were defeated in the opening round, Madison Rain, they have an opportunity here to continue to impress, to see what they can do here, and maybe they'll be in a position to challenge the new champions after January.
Yeah, look, they've got an opportunity here tonight. If they would defeat the team, the established team of Havoc and Nevaeh, who we know is going on to the semifinals in the tag team tournament, if they could pick up a win here tonight, they've got a strong argument in taking on whoever does become champion.
That's a great point, and this is Ashley Vox. And, well, Wrestling 101, you don't turn your back on your opponent, and you certainly don't want to turn your back on Havoc, former Knockouts champion. And look at Havoc, and she's got a hold of Ashley Vox here, and this spells trouble, real trouble for the real catch.
I see what
Ashley
you
Vox,
did there.
thank you very much. And Havoc looking to reel Ashley in here, and that's going to be the end of my fishing puns. Ashley Vox looking for a submission hold here on Havoc.
Okay.
Has the arm trapped, and Havoc, well, I don't think so, says the former Knockouts champion. Ashley Vox going to look for a sunset flip of sorts here, and that's not going to work either. So 2 strikes. Oh, and Havoc misses, and Ashley Vox makes the tag to Delmy, and here we go. Delmy and Ashley, sisters, as Matt Stryker pointed out recently on Impact Wrestling. Reversal here, and Havoc. Backbreaker. Here comes Nevaeh with the sliding clothesline. And Havoc and Nevaeh are rolling. There's a cover and a kick out there. Already witnessed Larry D go one-on-one with Tommy Dreamer in our opening contest. Dreamer picked up the win. Larry D's been carted off to jail, as Delmy needs to get out of this match in a hurry.
Well, the worst possible place that she could be in this match is right here in the corner of Havoc and Nevaeh.
We'll see a mixed tag team match here tonight. Tennille and Caleb will team up against Eddie Edwards and Alicia. Lots to unpack, as you like to say, in that one. Still to come tonight. Issues between Tennille and Alicia, and there's a cover and a kick out. And you've got Eddie and his issues with Sami Callihan. And as Alicia and Eddie pointed out, they took care of one problem. They'll look to take care of another one still to come tonight here at Final Resolution on Impact Plus, our final special of 2020. And in January, there's a cover by Nevaeh and a kick out. January, we will see Genesis here on Impact Plus. So plenty to come, plenty of opportunities to see your favorite stars of Impact Wrestling right here on Impact Plus each and every month. Havoc in control, and Delmy needs to make a tag.
Havoc and Nevaeh have been in control of, I would say, 90% of this match. The Sea Stars need to mount some sort of a comeback here.
I agree. There's a cover by Havoc and a kick out by Delmy at 2. And this is a lot of trouble here for the Sea Stars. As Havoc's in control in the corner, and look at Havoc continue to go to work here. She's just a powerhouse. You've been in the ring with Havoc many times.
Many times over many years.
Here's a question for you. Who's a heavier hitter, Havoc or Jordan Grace?
Both.
Nevaeh now legal. She's in trouble. You can see her writhing in pain.
Gotta commend the efforts of Ashley Vox, but when you're in there with someone like Havoc, you've got to have a plan B if plan A doesn't work and a plan C if that doesn't work, and I don't think the Sea Stars came prepared for Havoc and Nevaeh here tonight.
Well, there's a code breaker, held on, and Ashley Vox goes off the back of Havoc. There's a cover by Delmy, and this could be a huge upset here, and a kick out by Havoc. Delmy held on to that code breaker, knew that Ashley was coming off the top rope with the senton, and Havoc still staying alive. Delmy not a lot behind that forearm. Here comes Ashley Vox. She got caught and just flattened by Havoc, who's staring down Delmy right now. They have angered the giant here that is Havoc. Delmy, some forearms. She's taking a lot of abuse in this match, and Havoc, I thought she was going to make the tag there, and instead throwing to the corner, and now I believe, well, maybe Nevaeh didn't make a tag. Oh, she did. Okay, so Nevaeh now legal. Nevaeh coming into the ring here. Havoc, Delmy up. Here comes Nevaeh with the sliding cutter, and that's going to lead to a victory for Havoc and Nevaeh here on Final Resolution.
Here are your winners, Havoc and Nevaeh.
So Nevaeh made the tag and waited, and they baited Delmy in. And Havoc and Nevaeh pick up an impressive victory here on Final Resolution against the Sea Stars.
Havoc and Nevaeh pick up some momentum going into the semifinals of the Knockouts Tag Team Tournament with a win here tonight.
Can they keep it going? Are we looking at the next Impact Wrestling Knockouts Tag Team Champions in Havoc and Nevaeh? Plenty more coming up, folks. Don't go anywhere. It's Final Resolution.
Tasha, this match is about to happen. We got this bag. You know whoever wins this match is going to want this bag back. What we going to do?
I don't know, Kiera. I mean, maybe we should just give the money back. I mean, like, check this out. Fala is expecting the money. Hernandez is expecting the money. How much longer are we going to be walking around with this until one of us, you know,
Stop.
with it?
Yeah. Is this the Tasha Steelz I'm hearing? Is this the real Tasha Steelz right now? With all the sauce, with all the flavor, you really talking about just giving that bag back, right? That's really what you thinking about?
You got something else better in mind, Kiera?
You know, I'm just saying, just think about it. Just think about it. I mean, we could come up with something, right?
All right,
just trust me. Just put it away.
Right.
Trust me. Let's go do this match. Let's go get it over with. I got this. Come on.
So Kiera and Tasha, they have a plan with the wad of money, but coming up next year on Final Resolution, Tennille Dashwood, Caleb with a K, taking on Eddie Edwards and his wife, Alicia. Here we go. It continues on Final Resolution.
And still, it's all about me.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 first from Melbourne, Australia, Tennille Dashwood. Her tag team partner from Hollywood, California, Caleb with a K.
So Caleb with the K and Tennille Dashwood here, and this match really is an issue for Alicia Edwards, the one-time tag team partner of Tennille. Thought they were going to be a thing going on, and Tennille said, I don't think so. Alicia didn't really get the hint. Alicia then helping Eddie with his issues with Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock. The baseball bat, all of that continues. Is the rivalry between Sami and Eddie seems to, well, that's going to go on until forever. But now you have this mixed tag team matchup, and, well, Caleb with the K is going to compete with Tennille Dashwood. So he's going to have to stop taking selfies, and he's going to have to compete.
Their opponents from Boston, Massachusetts, Eddie Edwards and Alicia.
So Eddie Edwards and Alicia, husband and wife from Boston, Mass. And Madison Rain, really, I mean, they help each other. They have each other's back. They watch out for each other, and it's been a tough go as of late for these two, for this husband and wife duo. Eddie and his issues with Sami and Ken Shamrock, Alicia with her issues with Tennille Dashwood. Now they're gonna come together and see if they can't exercise their demons, and the trash talk continues.
Yeah, and you know what? I love this. To your point and everything that you just said, Eddie Edwards has his own issues. He's got this heated rivalry that just will not go away with Sami Callihan. But he puts that away for a second. He puts that behind him momentarily to help his wife, to help Alicia, and the issues that she's having with Tennille Dashwood. We're all having some sort of an issue with Tennille Dashwood as of late, it seems.
You had a chance to team with Tennille and it didn't go.
Sorry. Tennille had a chance to team with me. Go ahead.
Fair enough. And that didn't go so well. And Alicia's partnership with Tennille didn't go so well. And then you saw Alicia and Eddie and Sami, of course, this past week on Impact Wrestling. And everything going on there. Alicia Edwards has involved herself yet again. I mean, Sami Callihan nearly ended the career, nearly ended the life, and that's not, we're not speaking on a term. We're not saying anything that didn't happen between Eddie and Sami 2 years ago, and now, well, Caleb's having a hard time with his T-shirt.
He had an impressive couple of seconds there with Eddie Edwards, but now appears to be stuck in his
There we go.
T-shirt. There it is.
Caleb with a K, and got chopped there by Eddie Edwards here in this mixed tag team matchup. What a night it's been thus far here in Final Resolution. Havoc and Nevaeh picking up a victory over the Sea Stars. Larry D's in jail, and Eddie Edwards with an inverted atomic drop overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and Eddie Edwards is in control right now of Caleb with a K.
I think Caleb with a K is regretting coming out from behind the camera and stepping into the ring.
Do we have to say Caleb with a K every time we mention his name? We don't say Eddie with an E or Madison with an M or Josh with a J. His name's Caleb. Oh!
With a K.
There's a boot, and there's the T-shirt of Caleb. There's a leg sweep to the front of the legs of Eddie Edwards by Caleb, and Caleb is firing away into Eddie Edwards. Eddie trying to get some separation here, get away from Caleb. Oh! Caleb's chest beat red with an R. Oh! There's a chop there by Caleb. And, well, you don't want to get into a chopping contest with Eddie Edwards. And Eddie goes face first off the top turnbuckle.
I don't think Tennille has much interest in getting involved in this match here tonight. I think that her plan is probably for her tag team partner, for Caleb with a K, to do the majority of the work, and she assists.
There's Tennille getting involved. And she wants a selfie. There's nobody out here to take. Well, we can get a picture with the camera. And Eddie just throws Tennille haphazardly. And Eddie, he's not going to want to mix it up with Tennille Dashwood. And Eddie puts on the baseball slide, ducks the line. Here comes Blue Thunder. Bomb! Center of the ring. We'll see if Eddie makes a tag to his wife or if he stays in there with Caleb.
Look at the black eye on Eddie Edwards.
And again, that was from impact with the baseball bat from Sami Callihan. You saw the blood spilling out of the side of the face of Eddie Edwards. Oh,
wow.
It's a low flatliner by Alicia. And Eddie, I mean, he's really fortunate that he can still see that there wasn't a whole lot of damage, or more damage, I should say, done by Sami Callihan's baseball bat. And Alicia running into Tennille Dashwood, looking for a bulldog out of the corner, and connects there. Here comes a cover, hooks the outside leg, shoulders down, and Caleb, well, he's going to get involved here. And Alicia.
Wow. Right to the mush of Caleb with a K.
She doesn't back down, folks, from anybody.
Oh, she's learned how to throw a wicked forearm.
Wicked forearm.
From her husband, Eddie Edwards.
And Alicia now, Tennille, back elbow, back elbow, back elbow. Alicia fires away off the ropes, and there's Caleb with a K, able to grab the foot of Alicia Edwards. There's a cover by Tennille, hooks the leg, shoulders down, and Tennille checking her makeup and making sure everything's okay for her selfies. She's good.
Come on, Lash!
Eddie Edwards rocking the property of ShopImpact.com. Gotta love that. Make sure to go to ShopImpact.com, folks, for all your needs this holiday season. And Caleb taking more photos.
You got this.
Tennille's in control. You like? Oh, there's the
dash woogie.
Yeah, the dash woogie.
The dash woogie. That's quickly becoming one of my favorite offensive maneuvers here at Impact Wrestling.
The dash woogie from Tennille Dashwood. And now she's got a double underhook, looking for a butterfly suplex, and able to connect. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders down, and a near fall. And Tennille with a cheap shot to Eddie Edwards.
Uh-oh.
That's going to draw in Mr. Anything is Possible. And he may not be helping. Is Caleb on the... Does he know he's in a match? I think he's still on the floor taking selfies. He is. What the heck is he doing?
Yes, Tennille Dashwood, that may be more important than having him in her corner.
Alicia up top, and there is Caleb with a K taking advantage. Alicia's going to be tied up in the Tree of Woe. Eddie Edwards, he can't do anything about this. He's got to get out of here. And Tennille, she's in control of Alicia here. Here we go. Tennille slides to the outside, and just look at her laughing at this.
I mean, I'm laughing. It's brilliant.
Slides out, pulls the hair, and stays in control of Alicia Edwards. Here comes Tennille. Another low cross body into the corner. Here's a cover. Hooks the leg and a kick out. I said another low cross body, but it's just been all offense from Tennille here in this matchup, Madison Rain.
Yes, I think sometimes it can get lost on us because of stuff like this. What a world-traveled competitor Tennille is.
Alicia got her. And our lights.
Uh-oh. Caleb with a K may be injured, and Tennille with a T may be left to figure this out.
Where's Alicia Edwards go? Alicia Edwards is up top. What the? Where is he? Where's Callahan?
Oh, no.
Where is Sami Callihan? Alicia Edwards frozen on the top rope. There's Tennille. Tennille's got Alicia. And Tennille Dashwood takes advantage of the distraction provided by Callahan. Here's a cover. And Tennille Dashwood with a spotlight kick steals one for her team.
Here are your winners, Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K.
So Sami Callahan's shenanigans continue. His mind games with Eddie Edwards continues. And Eddie and Alicia thwarted by Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K. So a disappointing defeat here for Eddie Edwards. Oh, there he is.
Oh, no.
There's Sami Callihan underneath the ring.
He's got that baseball bat in hand.
Oh, the Callahan slugger. And again, he goes after the face and the eyes of Eddie Edwards. He is trying to end this man's career. The rivalry continues. Callahan loads him up.
Oh.
Package pile driver by Callahan. My, oh my. He is a violent and dangerous human being, and Alicia Edwards needs to get out of the ring. Oh, no, he's not done yet. Callahan's back inside. He's got Alicia Edwards. Somebody's got to do something about this. Somebody's got to stop this man.
Why?
Security officials. He's looking to load up Alicia Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh, Don Callis.
What is, cameras?
Is Kenny Omega in there?
Okay, I get it. I see what's going on here. Yeah. No, this isn't Teen Beat Report here. Well, I know you'd love to meet Kenny Omega. Everyone wants to see Kenny Omega, but this is a little bit intrusive. You know, you got cameras here, you got lights. You know, gee, I like to have some makeup on if I'm going to be on camera. You know how I am. Really?
If Kenny is in there, is he planning on getting involved in Final Resolution tonight?
Kenny is in there, but there is no way that I will allow Kenny Omega to have any hand in Final Resolution. So there's not a chance in hell he's going in there tonight. Not a chance. So
if he's not,
take them.
If he's not getting involved, then what is he doing here?
Oh, that's easy. He's here visiting family. Now, you can take the crew, take the lights. I'm going to go back to my family reunion. This is my family time. So you don't interrupt family time, G. You have a nice day. You do a great job. Fantastic. See you later. Bye-bye.
Family.
Got some special guests for this next matchup.
Please welcome the special guest ring announcer for this match, Tasha Steelz.
So Tasha Steelz will be the guest ring announcer for this match. Can't wait for that. And then you've got that fanny pack that has the wad of cash. And basically what's going on here is that Kiera and Tasha have said that the winner of this match will get the wad of cash. So a wad of cash in that fanny pack, and the winner will get it. And it's Hernandez's money from the beginning. It was stolen from him by Fala while Hernandez was in the shower. Then Fala got it stolen from him. They switched it with a can of soda, and now you've got Tasha Steelz in control. Why are you looking like I'm crazy? This is what happens here in Impact Wrestling. All right, let's see if Tasha can steal David Pencer's job.
Excuse me over there in the corner, but you do not know how to introduce this flavor that's blessing everybody in this ring. So allow me to do it for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, your Boricua badass, the culture queen, and don't forget the brightest star in the sky that brought all the flavor to Impact. And oh yes, one half of the future Knockout Tag Champion, Tasha Steelz. Give it up for me. Now, without further ado, please allow me to introduce the most fire special guest referee. And oh yes, she's got all the fire. She is the hottest flame and the second half of the future Knockouts Tag Team Champion. Everybody, Kiera Hogan.
Not bad, a little long-winded, but Tasha Steelz taking care of the in-ring introductions for our guest referee, Kiera Hogan. Did David Pence, does he have an earring?
I don't know, Josh, but it wasn't not bad. That was perfect. What's wrong with you?
Well, we'll see how Kiera fares as the referee. I got to admit, I'm a big fan of Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. I find them to be uber entertaining. I'd hire them to do my birthday party. I don't know what they would do at my birthday party, but they could be there. And
you would hire them as friends? Okay.
Yes, they would be my friends at my birthday party. So Tasha Steelz, the ring announcer, Kiera Hogan, the guest referee. The winner gets the money. It's Hernandez versus Fala, and here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring straight out of the cookout. He thinks he's cool because he got on some Chuck Taylors. Somebody steal Hernandez.
He thinks he's cool because he has on Chuck Taylors straight out of the cookout, says Tasha Steeles. At least she gets his name right. Doesn't call him what Alicia Edwards calls him. Hernandez.
I know his name.
What would you grade Tasha's? Well, let's get Fala first.
And his opponent, straight out of the bamboo trees. He thinks he's a panda, but he really dresses like Winnie the Pooh. Fala! Bah!
He dresses like Winnie the Pooh?
Who has a red shirt?
It's a
shirt and it's red, Josh. Winnie the Pooh.
Tommy Bahama shirt.
You ruin everything.
How would you grade Tasha's ring announcing?
A+, period.
I thought she did okay. Well, Fala and Hernandez, and somebody's going to get paid here tonight. Kiera Hogan, the referee. And I find it interesting because Kiera and Tasha are the ones that stole the money. And now they're the referee and the ring announcer?
Yeah, it all checks out.
What's going on around? No, it doesn't. None of this checks out.
As a practicing attorney, I can assure you it all... Wait.
Tasha's ringing the bell. It's not how you ring a bell.
I mean, it should be.
Nonetheless, it is a clothesline by Hernandez. I almost called him what Alicia Edwards calls him. It's Hernandez, not Hernandez.
Watch out, or Tasha and Kiera are going to take your job, too.
Well, they're more than welcome. And there's a big-time chop there by Falaba. Hernandez with the reversal. And there's another chop, and Hernandez is trying to gain control. It's all about the money in this matchup. Hernandez, such a powerhouse, ducks the line, does Fala off the other side, and a cross body by Falaba. Look at Fala. Look at the size of this man. Such a beast. Off the ropes goes Fala. Watch out, Hernandez. And let's see if Kiera knows she's got to make a cover. There's the leg hook. She's there, and a 2 count.
She's not making the cover. That was Fala. She's counting.
I was making sure that she knew to count on the covers.
Okay, stay in your lane, Josh.
Madison
stay
Rain.
in your lane.
Fala buying along here. He's got Hernandez on the other side of the ring. Whoa!
You can't do that.
Well, Kiera Hogan put in harm's way. And the size of Hernandez. And Fala's going to...
Over here, he says. Can't put your hands on the referee, but...
Turn around. And that was a rake to the eyes by Hernandez to Fala. Here in this one-on-one matchup. Hernandez on the apron. Fala connects with a big shot. There's 2, 3, 4. 4 shots by Fala off the ropes now, and Hernandez slingshots over and takes down Falaba.
I don't know that it's in anyone's best interest to get into a slugfest with Hernandez.
I wouldn't think so. Wouldn't want to do that. And Tasha Steeles on the outside. What's she talking about? What is going on with these two? It's like they live in their own universe, don't they?
Well,
you find them very entertaining, don't you?
Everybody does. How can you not?
I just said I would invite them to my birthday party.
They wouldn't come.
Fala on the outside.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Hernandez. Watch out, Fala.
It's gonna fly.
777, and Fala ducks down, and there's a slap to the back. Hernandez, no, goes up and over. Takes down Falaba with authority. How powerful, big is Hernandez? Original member of LAX. Still to come, Eric Young versus Rhino, and Eric Young will have Joe Doring in his corner. You got Rohit defending the X Division Championship here tonight. Rosemary versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title. There's a cover by Hernandez and a near fall. Ethan Page and Carl Anderson, and then the...
I want my money!
Candace, don't talk! You gotta win this match down the middle. I'm calling this down the middle.
Stop being ratchet!
That's not Gucci. There's a kick there by Hernandez. Hernandez pulls himself up to the top rope. Fowler comes running in. Fowler had this match won. Fowler bomb the second.
What's going to happen here?
Hernandez and Fowler. Fowler crashes down. Hernandez off the top rope. Big time splash. Shoulders down. And Hernandez is going to get the cash.
And your winner, Theo Hernandez. Olale!
Hernandez picks up the win, gets his hand raised, and now he's going to get paid. Time for a payday for Hernandez. Hernandez, the money in the fanny pack. Tasha says, I got it. I'd wear a fanny pack like that.
Of course you would.
Here we go. Where's the money? Where's the cash? Where's the cheddar?
Uh-oh.
It's not there. Oh, boy. Well, Hernandez isn't messing around.
Not laughing.
Hernandez wants... Oh, what is he? Well, if I'm Kieran Tosh, I'm going to get out of here quickly.
What does he have?
Not sure, but I think Hernandez knows what to do with. Kieran Tosh are going to get out of here. They better run and run quickly from Hernandez.
I'm on set with Chris Bay at Final Resolution. Chris, tonight is your biggest match to date. You will be challenging for the Impact World title for the very first time. What are your thoughts going into this match?
Well, first of all, you didn't wish me a happy Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday night here at Final Resolution. And you're talking about this is the most important match of my career? Well, you're right. This is the most important match of my career. The main event status where I should have been all along, where I should have been from the very...
Hernandez, the money in the fanny pack. Tasha says, I got it. I'd wear a fanny pack like that.
Of course you would.
Here we go. Where's the money? Where's the cash? Where's the cheddar?
Uh-oh.
It's not there. Oh, boy. Well, Hernandez isn't messing around.
Not laughing.
Hernandez wants... Oh, what is he? Well, if I'm Kieran Tosh, I'm going to get out of here quickly.
What does he have?
Not sure, but I think Hernandez knows what to do with. Kieran Tosh are going to get out of here. They better run and run quickly from Hernandez. A resolution, we'll see if Rhino can exact a measure of revenge against Eric Young and Joe Doring. Our next contest all set, ready to go, here tonight on Impact Plus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Final Resolution continues with this one fall contest. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Joe Doring from parts unknown, the world-class maniac, Eric Young.
Eric Young all set to go one-on-one with Rhino here tonight, and Eric Young will have Joe Doring watching his back here in this matchup. Eric Young and Joe Doring have been blazing a trail here in Impact Wrestling, taking out everybody. They've gone after the Deaners. They've gone after Rhino, who will face Eric Young here tonight, and Rhino's partner and friend, Heath. We haven't seen Heath since he was assaulted and taken out, locked in an office with Eric Young and Joe Doring, and we have no idea the health status of Heath, and we may not know the health status of Rhino following this one.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino!
Rhino, a former world champion. He's been a champion wherever he's gone in his career. And here tonight at Final Resolution, Rhino will look to get his hands on Eric Young. But Madison Rain, how much attention does Rhino need to pay to Joe Doring who will be outside the ring watching this one.
Well, I think that's why Rhino's doing what he's doing right now and just grabbed a chair to throw in the ring to even the odds a bit.
Rhino with the equalizer here. And Rhino, Eric Young, Joe Doring, so much animosity between these guys, and Rhino and Eric Young go at it right away. Here we go. Rhino wasting no time, and Eric Young, mentioned Rhino, a former world champion. How about Eric Young in his career here in Impact Wrestling? He's seen and done it all as well. Former world champion in his own right. And Eric Young has been saying, Madison Rain, since he aligned himself with Joe Doring, that this world doesn't belong to them, it belongs to us. And he's mentioning and referring to himself and Big Joe Doring.
As if Eric Young, since coming back from Slammiversary, needed a sidekick, needed a reason for us to sit here and week in and week out call him maniacal and call him dangerous. But now he's aligned himself with Joe Doring. There's likely nothing that Eric Young can't accomplish with a man the stature of Joe Doring in his corner.
At Joe Doring, we've mentioned him in the past, what he's done in Japan, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and then we've seen him here in Impact before, but never aligning himself with someone like Eric Young, someone who thinks the way Eric Young does, and the way Eric Young wants to control everything and everyone and his situation. And now you're in there with Rhino, and perhaps this is not the fight that Eric Young should have picked with Rhino. Look, he's gone after the Deaners. We've seen him take out Cody and Cousin Jake and everything else that he's done. And, you know, Rhino said this isn't going to happen here. This isn't going to happen at Impact. And now you've got these two squaring off. And this is a tall order for Eric Young and Joe Doring to go after someone like Rhino. But Madison Rain, maybe if they take out Rhino, it sends a very chilling message to the rest of the Impact Wrestling roster.
Well, I think you're right, and I think that...
And Eric Young from behind there on Rhino as Rhino turned his attention to Joe Doring. That's what you have to deal with. That's the dilemma that you're forced to deal with, is that you've got Joe Doring out there. You've got Eric Young inside the ring, and world-class maniac Eric Young is very dangerous on his own.
He is dangerous on his own, but now he never has to be on his own. He never has to compete on his own. And you know, even someone with the experience, who's been as time-tested as Rhino is, and knowing in the back of his mind, he's got to keep his...
There's a cover. Hold that thought. A kick out there by Rhino.
Keep his head on a swivel. It's hard to actually prepare for someone like Joe Doring stalking your every move outside the ring.
Yep, Joe Doring paying close attention to what's going on inside the ring. And Eric Young continues to bring the fight to Rhino here tonight. It's been a very newsworthy night thus far, to say the least. You just saw Hernandez and Falaba. We kicked the night off with Tommy Dreamer and Larry D. Larry D's in jail somewhere as Eric Young sent for the ride. Big back body drop there by Rhino. Havoc and Nevaeh picked up a victory over the Sea Stars. You saw Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K against Eddie and Alicia. You saw Sami Callihan get involved in that one. And now you've got this match here between Rhino and Eric Young. We still have championship matches to come. And there's Joe Doring making his presence known. The size of Doring as he stands on the apron as Eric Young comes flying in with a neck breaker. Eric Young clobbering away at Rhino here. Firmly in control of this one with the help of Joe Doring throughout.
Well, this match could have been over moments ago when we saw Rhino standing in the corner setting up for the gore, and Joe Doring, the insurance policy of Eric Young, ensures that this match continues.
And Eric Young staying on Rhino. Here, and there's Joe Doring. One big shot. Doring can turn things around. There's a cover and a kick out. So Rhino still in this matchup, but it's essentially a 2-on-1 collaborated assault by Eric Young and Joe Doring. And Madison, as we dissect the things that Eric Young has said as he goes for a cover here and a kick out, ruling the world. This world doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. There's another cover. He said it back at Bound for Glory. He continues to feel this way. Former world champion returned at Slammiversary to become champion just a few weeks later. And, you know, Eric Young, he's got a chip on his shoulder, but he's looking to send a message to everybody.
Well, he's been doing that since his return at Slammiversary and missing near fall there on Rhino, but he used Rich Swann. He used Eddie Edwards. He's going after some of the top names in this company to do exactly what you've been saying, to send a message to the locker room, and he's using Rhino to deliver yet another message here tonight.
And there's another cover by Eric Young, and Rhino stays alive at 2. It's going to take more than this to defeat Rhino, but he is in an uphill battle against not one but 2 men, with Doring on the outside. His buddy Heath still recovering from that attack. Trapped in an office. That sent goosebumps down our spines as Rhino goes headfirst off the turnbuckle. So Eric Young continues to stay in control here, and another big shot from Eric Young, the world-class maniac.
Could you imagine? Imagine what it was like in those moments for Heath, knowing he's an injured man, knowing he's not at 100%, and then looking into the eyes of Eric Young and knowing right behind him is Joe Doring. Such an ominous presence. That had to be a nightmare.
Yeah, cannot imagine that. And there's a big crossface by Eric Young. He goes for the cover, hooks the outside leg, and Rhino again stays alive at 2. So give credit to Rhino. He's still in this match. He's still hanging in there. He's sticking around, but Eric Young just continues to suffocate Rhino throughout this match. Rhino, big shot there. A couple of big shots trying to get something going here. Eric Young off the buckle. Joe Doring has got involved once in this match, but his presence alone speaks volumes. Eric Young up top now looking for a moonsault and comes up empty. So Eric Young went big there, went high risk for sure, as we take another look at this moonsault crash and burn by Eric Young and Madison Rayne. That may have opened up the window for Rhino to get involved in this match.
That may be exactly what Rhino needs for momentum to shift in his favor, but he's got to get to his feet, and he's got to mount some sort of an offense here.
Can he do it? Can he get involved?
Both men slow to get to their feet here tonight.
Rhino, he's in a position here for the gore if he's able to capitalize, and Eric Young swallows that up quickly. Rhino able to move here, looking for a belly-to-belly. He connects, so Rhino getting a flurry going here. Is it going to be enough to defeat Eric Young tonight? Is it going to be enough to put away the world-class maniac? Big-time clothesline there by Rhino. Eric Young right back up and right back down. Rhino, offense starting to go here. Into the buckle. Mini Gore in the corner. Eric Young's in trouble. Another belly-to-belly, and this time Eric Young saw it coming. And Eric Young fires away with 3 elbows.
The damage may have already been done to Rhino. He's moving at a bit of a slower pace than we're used to seeing him at this point in the match.
Rhino drops Eric Young with a TKO. Here's a cover. Shoulders down, and it was that close. Seconds away, a half a second away was Rhino from defeating Eric Young, and you got to get the feeling, Madison Rayne, that if Rhino does pull off a victory, he's got to get up quickly and turn his attention because Joe Doring's going to be right on him. The match made... I have no idea. Cousin Jake is still out. Rhino back to his feet.
A referee is still not on his feet, though.
Eric Young uses that hard mask, rocking Rhino right in the face. Joe Doring turns the referee around, and Eric Young's going to steal one here tonight.
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
So Eric Young picks up the win, but the headline here is, what did we see from Cody Deaner? Knocked out his own cousin and then walked away after saying, I'm not a nobody, to Eric Young. That's what Eric Young's been saying to Cody Deaner. With the attacks.
I can't believe what we just saw here, and all of it, Josh, in approval, to the approval of this man. You know what? Maybe the world does belong to him.
Eric Young directing traffic, and Eric Young picks up the win over Rhino. A lot to talk about here, folks. A lot to guess about and a lot to predict about what the future holds for Eric Young and Joe Doring and what we saw from Cody Deaner here as we look to pick up the pieces and move on. This Impact Plus special continues with way more questions than answers right now in Eric Young's world.
Look, I don't know what the issue is here. You were giving a list. You